Hello there. Welcome to another video. This one is going to be a couple of 1v1s that me and Brat played the other day, so some actual fresh gameplay from myself rather than just other people. It's 1v1s and me and Brat sort of met up and we played a couple of games. We did the Star Wars Locale maps, but we ended up getting Geonosis twice, which is kind of just like desert meets flats or something. You get all these like crazy cliffs and stuff. So you get easier wall-offs on this map for sure. It kind of looks a bit more similar to like an Age of Empires map, I suppose, where they've kind of got these, the way their clusters of trees and stuff spawn, that's quite easy to get walls. And you get berries on this, so it's like desert with berries and acklays and other all sorts of annoying creatures. Doesn't tend to be like much lure on it a lot though. We've got some Cadus here, a couple of nerfs. And kind of just housed them because we thought it was long distance, and I kind of just housed them to have the mounty tech. We do find a couple more, which makes the decision feel a little bit better. And because these berries sort of spawned a bit closer to the command center, we kind of just rallied on it to try and keep ourselves afloat. But there's a few gaps in production in that because like that guy just griefed this guy on the way back and such. But we're gonna kind of try and weather the storm. Eating the berries long distance there. Brat on the other hand, he's straight onto the berries with the food processor, and then he's going to house his a bit later. I don't really know who ends up ahead on this. It's looking pretty even, really. But it's like you couldn't do this with the way that Brat spawned because it's so much further. It's really the luck of the draw with this. And I think in my next game, like my berries are a lot further than this as well. So it's kind of just something you can get away with if the opportunity arises. But you can see we've got a bit of a gap here, so we might lose, like end up behind a little bit of a worker there. But you would figure that, you know, saving the carbon early, etc. Maybe we can get like a better mountie on the go. But who knows? So probably do just getting his carbon processor now because he's got dropped 100 carbon on this. But he does get to go a little bit longer without building houses because he gets one extra population cap per house he makes as Republic. And he was in a funny Republic mood, just picking Republic for these games as well. Likes the Republic. Not the Grey Republic though, the worst colour for the Republic when they're throwing Jedis at you and you can't see them on the minimap. And not much to say really in the early game, just trying to get through it. Then we're on the carbon. Think about getting our mounties on the go, I suppose. I think I didn't like how inefficient my eco was, so I did think, oh, I'm gonna just drop the food processor. Because I figured when I have to start making like a mountie and a worker at the same time, it's just not gonna work out too well. I've probably fallen behind at least like one more. No, still even somehow. I guess this did work out. I suppose he's not had a full 8 workers on the berries as well. This guy is just not working at all. But we're sort of mildly cutting corners to get like workers onto carbon because I think we're both going for a mountie build here. You get Reeks as well, Reeks and Acklays. Any Nixu in the house? There we go. Some old Nixus. So there's the troop center. Drawn for both players. Ours a little bit further ahead because we've had the carbon a bit longer. But we can see that. Just need to get the power core as well. I'm going to start the mountie now. And since we dropped this food process, we can't sort of afford the two things now. Just barely. Power core begins as well. I think I cancelled this worker just to get this mountie start cooking. I'm gonna start building farms and stuff for sort of long distance. I don't know why I went to this Nova when this Nova's closer. That's a bit of a stupid mistake. So I get a Mountie, but it's sort of, it works out the time that his Mountie comes out as well, and he could just defend with it, and I didn't really want to take any damage from it. And he's been a little crafty so-and-so with this little medic here, and Republic get sort of like a better heal rate with their medic, so. And he's got the trooper recruit, so he's trying to cheese me with the medic. I try to bring it down because it can obviously go and repair it as well, so pull away. Because I think it's probably just better for me to not like just take the trade there, and I'm just going to get a bunch of Mounties together and see if I can maybe overwhelm him or something like that, or if he tries to be aggressive, maybe kill his. Get ourselves housed, because that's what you do when you're stun locked by seeing a medic. Just having to think about what I'm even meant to do here. Like, we've both got to build up farms and stuff. At least my rebel bonus will start kicking in soon. The strong farms. It just annoyed me that he's like picking Republic and he's just found like the ideal opportunity to go and use the bloomin' medic bonus here. As we're both like horrible eco mountying each other. Nice, try getting here, be a bit aggressive, but yeah, the minis. There are these caddies on the map and stuff, but I didn't go for them because, well, I didn't want to have like workers out here where you could go and harass with the mounties. We tried to go and wall here, we've caught the worker, so we got a worker kill. So we're feeling good about that. We're coming in here and he's got his little crew together, assembled. 4 mounties and a medic. And the wee trooper recruiting a scout. We're just kind of building farms and building mounties and putting the pressure on, I guess. Because of the way that he's done that, he's built all these mounties and stuff, he's kind of, sort of given me a bit of a signal that he's not going like straight D2 and just going to counter-attack me with troopers, so I think, oh, maybe I can go around this army because the medic's very slow, so maybe I can go and like harass the workers here, since I know I've got more mounties. So we do that, and then I kind of decide I'll take a trade maybe. Goes away. He wants to go and use his medic. Just try and get like some workers and stuff. Try to walk out this way, but like the wall. So we end up taking a bit more damage than we would like. Yeah, that's the wall. We try to click through the wall. We've not lost anything, fortunately. We're all looking pretty low. He needs to use his medic. Heal the boys. So I'm just going to run back around, I think. Second troop centre, building ours as well. I made some trooper recruits, just in case he sort of went for a counter or something like that. I think we're gearing up since we're on our way to T2 just to get some troopers out and then look for, you know, like a trooper timing. But we're going to end up with these armies of like mounties and troopers. Kind of a weird one. We're also really close on the map, like the way that we spawned here. I'm going to close these things off now. We're both taking it very slow, really, because we just don't want to like overextend. It's kind of like mutually assured destruction, you know. It's turning a bit of a cold war, I guess. But this wall off's nice. See, we're not really going to go for turrets too much. We're just going to wall off. And I was going to get a bit of vision here, but it's like the furthest away point. Maybe we close that off later. Gonna get our own medic, heal these mounties up, since they're all so low. Takes a bloomin' while though, doesn't it? Where's that Republic bonus at? Let's get a gang here, but you can't go through here, can't go through there, so you can go all the way around here. Let's try to see if we can maybe shoot his caravan from behind, but nah. And as soon as I saw that with my troops, I'm thinking, what if we can get a turret here? So we've gone on to ore now. Got Brat heading into this area. We're going to close this wall off. Because I figured, right, if I got the rest of it walled, we'll just finish this off and feel comfy. Could probably probably race T3 a little bit quicker here, but we're having a bit of fun with the troopers. And I know he's going to make a lot of troopers as well. This is me thinking about getting a turret up. But he comes out to meet me. And he's kind of got a bit more troopers than me just now. Like more Mounties, but they're not even fully healed, so... Not to cock block anyone, but we just not going to take that trade. He's going to get a bit of a healthier carbon here. Get the war center. He's probably got about like that much more troopers. It's realising he can't really get in. That's at me, so I think we're just going to go T3 now. A bit closer just because he's made a lot more troopers now, I think. We get like extra food as well from the rebel food bonus. It's time to shine as we're making farms now. Gonna get a temple. Grab up those holocrons, get that Nova bonus since they get 33% faster. I think I might have to speed this up a wee bit. So it's just a lot of downtime in this game. What are these idols up to? What are they doing? You're griefing me. Just standing around. I need another carbon processor for sure. Air bases first though. So we're going to drop the 2 air bases and put a bunch of workers on Nova. So we can afford the fighters. And it shouldn't be too long for Brat to get to T3. He's on his way. Throw out a strike mech. So pretty much just denied this carbon for him. Let's go elsewhere. We send our fighters at him. We're going to catch these workers on their way down there. To be fair, I thought he was like going to try and make a command center or something. I wasn't really thinking too much about what he was doing here. Could have like gone onto the spot and killed maybe a couple more workers. Gonna get a fortress because we were on ore earlier because we were thinking about like turreting him here, but I thought we'd get the fort and just deny this area. And it makes our one entry point a little much stronger, and we can just throw all the troopers in here, right? Get all these extra beams. While we roam around with our fighters. Let's get his holocrons though. His Nova, very exposed. It's very hard for him to police this whole base with just anti-air troopers right now. Got a lot of worker kills here. You know, like this base is very sort of sprawled out, right? It's a lot of distance for troopers to carry. And we got the threat here, so I killed off the wall and stuff. He's gone for the heavy troopers, and I managed to get in the range as well. Not quite got the range, can't afford it. We're running around, harassing. Doing our best to dodge the turret, get worker kills. That's why I would always sort of tell you, if you're against someone who's fairly good at the game, and it's a 1v1 and there's no lag, have your own air, because this will happen to you. It's just a lot of workers that have died. See, the turrets, as I've always said, are a deterrent, not like a complete, you know, counter. Just makes things more difficult. But when you're only on one command center, or just 2 command centers, and I can kill off like that many workers that quickly, it does make a big difference. Even if I'm like not macroing perfectly behind it at home. Should be sort of considered a bit of a lead there, I suppose. We got 10 worker lead at the moment. Well, 2 as those, or 8 workers as those 2 popped out. And we're just going to keep going round, right, as we're slowly booming up here. Dropping farms, building up our eco. And, you know, we're both air civs and that, so to me it's kind of like which one of us is going to get T4 first, really, here. It's just the way it is. Particularly with the sort of way that we sort of walled off our bases and stuff as well. The map's sort of very closed off. See, Brat certainly feels a lot threatened here by this fortress and stuff. Getting a shield generator, sort of setting up just to hold this location. And not really like thinking about pushing it. This is kind of just a front, right? It's all about the T4 air that follows. Then a couple of speeders just in case there's some mechs or something. Gonna get another fortress as well. Guarantee this spot. Forts are really nice as rebels. That's actually the really good spots just to make cannons here as well, because they got the carbon that's just going to sit in front of it and it's going to like deny a lot of the range for units. And find some more workers on some Fire Nova here. Kill them off and just got Brat all sort of turtled up here. This is not efficient mining. There's less resources for turrets with a shield generating the fortress that he's got on here. We don't really have any anti-air. We would rely on our units here in this instance. But they are very much ahead in terms of the air game, so if you're not right with that. We're off our way to T4. He's not quite really there yet. He does have like his holocrons. He's got 3 holos. We're not really bothered with holos. But I don't think we need them just now. There's plenty of Nova on the map. It's just we need to, you know, we need to deal with them in a reasonable amount of time, right? Fly into some fighters there, not paying attention. Kills 3 for free. 3 for free. There's a copy past the story about 3 for 3. So building up a rear. He's on his way to T4 now as well. We should be getting there quite soon. I think we're kind of thinking about is I kind of got like heavy troopers and I was making some troopers just in case like he went round and like tried for a wall or something, put pressure on me that way. I do feel quite comfortable though, but I was just kind of worried about some sort of like trooper timing push shenanigans. Like maybe around this side or sneaking around this side or something, just before I get all my air up and stuff, where I can defend it properly. And troopers really help if there's going to be like Jedi thrown our way as well. But we'll be getting a fast fighter research, getting our shields. I think we're just 2 air base, but we've got plenty of air here. It's really just like a harassment tool. It's not like the one unit we're going to make. It's going to trade nicely in the troopers and stuff though if he goes for some pressure. And we've got 2 fortresses, so we can get cannons out pretty quickly as well and put pressure onto this location. You can see like I can sit in the shield here, and I think I threw the units out. I think I was actually trying to throw a worker out here because I moved him from the farm. I forgot I had units. I was trying to wall this off a little bit just to deny any units like walking up to the cannon. And this one gets very confused, but I'm pretty sure it can reach from here, but for some reason it tried to come out. Did I have to kill a tree or what? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I shot this, I attacked around this location and then it was fine. It's like, oh yeah, I've got all the range now. I don't think I killed a tree though. But you see, we've got two cannons just hitting it and you can't contest them. Bet you can convert them. The old masters. And he comes forward with his air here and I kind of just catch him a little bit. He hasn't really got any upgrades for it. And the fortress goes down and then we can just get all the troops in it and he just circles it there. It's kind of, everything's just mounted into a big lead here that is fully shown in T4. And we can kind of just kill everything off there. So we did play another game after that. You know, he had a go at me for being rebels, but you know, he's picking Republic every game, so I just went random. I got rebels. So it is. But yeah, you see my bushes are a lot further. I couldn't long distance them this time. It actually seemed like a very similar map. Like those 4 nerfs. But I think we get a little bit more nerfs in this one. Up to 8. 8 nerfs, I think. However, I probably should have just eaten one. Let's try to assess the situation, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, I think I should just be eating one of these right now. We get idle. Like 48 food or something right now, 51. Second prefab. His berries are kind of just the same as his one's last game in terms of distance. Nobody's got really close ones. We can eat a nerf now. I think I'm going to speed this up a lot to get through T1. Because this is a long game, I think. So off the food processor. Just keep the worker production going, and then we'll just get the carbon processor. He's getting the carbon a little bit quicker, and I think he's doing a little bit of distance, but this is a lot easier now. We've got the nerfs. I think we've got like double the nerf count we had last game, I think. The prefab shelter. Start thinking about like a wall of some kind. See, these maps are just much easier to sort of think about walling on. Wall up here, here, just across this, and this. Just because of the way these cliffs spawn, give you like a natural wall. So we've got there, up to here, and here. We go and build our carbon. So much later than Brat's here, so he's going to be very much ahead of us when it comes to doing a. You can see like the difference there in the carbon. 300 carbon on us. It's going to be going for the mounty plate. I think just the berry distance is the reason I didn't go for that as well. I just thought, oh, I'm going to have to just suck it up and play legit and try and deal with mounties. Not really surprised when I scout this. It's like, yeah, I've kind of expected as much. I just thought it was kind of snookered by where the berries were. So we've only got our... I've got a medic. Look, this is the medic series. Gonna heal the workers because they're biological, right? So we can not lose them. Big brain. Off to T2. Just try to like distract the workers with a scout, kill them off with the mounties. Runs over here. Medic's a little bit out of sorts, so I have to pull the workers away. Trying our best not to lose anything. Got some trooper recruits out now. Up to 5, we're feeling good. I'd really like to counterattack already, but it's like 5 mounties is a bit of threat. I think I'm gonna like make some turrets. I feel like if I've got turrets like at least on the way, I could send the troopers out, you know. But he's very quick. He didn't give me a moment to breathe here. I think this guy's gonna die. I thought I just pulled him back. The bloody medic's making us go a little bit slower. Medic's griefing us. Basically, he's getting time to wall things. See, we could have been here probably by now. Didn't stop the wall. So off we go. I'll bring the medic for a giggle. I'm actually building a troop centre because I brought my scout home. I wasn't paying attention to what he's doing. I should have been. I should see that he's spending so much carbon just a wall, which means I could take things a little bit slower here. I could forgo this troop centre and just get farms and stuff. I think when I see the wall, I kind of know what he's up to. He's just gonna try and T3 ahead of me after walling. So like, fine. Start building farms. Try to find some sort of sneaky path into the base. I wasn't really paying attention that he got himself locked in here. Got an Ackley and a Reek joining the party here. No medic. Split them off, and that's probably a good thing that I did. Or I wouldn't have caught this in time. You can see this prefab's only got 6 HP, so all we gotta do is shoot it twice. Bam, we're in. He's actually running his mounties back to defend. I'm bringing this Ackley and Reek with us. Because he's done all this walling off, he never really made any troopers, right? So we're just going to come in here and try and kill workers off and stuff, and maybe feel a little bit better about ourselves as he's trying to T3 ahead of us. He's actually made a Padawan though. It's kind of going to slow down his like whole T3. He's got one holocrons. He's got one in here, one down here, one over here as well. And we're just going to go around and try and tap workers. Hasn't got any turrets yet. He's going to use the Padawan to defend. But we're going to move around. 1, 2. Now we're just going to kite as best as we can here. Medic taking a little bit of aggro for us, that's nice. Killed off a lot of the mounties. Getting as much value as we can before these guys die to the Padawan, who likes to stand around after getting a kill. Terrible unit. Get another worker there as well, so it's not actually too bad. We got a few workers, we got rid of those mounties as well, which sort of just brings his unit count very low. He's just a Padawan and 2 troopers now. And yeah, we're going to think about T3. He's just started his now. Unfortunately for us, we are even on our way to T3. Maybe think about walling. This is such a easy wall. Speed up on the way to T3 because it's just boring and nothing happens. One hollow, there's one down here as well. No, there's my... So I knew he was on the hollows. So I made a couple of mounties, and I thought I would just sit them, because I thought he was going to go knights, right? Because, you know, it's kind of what you would do. I thought I was getting pushed into a matchup, right? Where I have to go airbase. But my opponent can go knights as well, and air. And it's hard to deal with knights when you are air. So what I thought was I can put some mounties at the holocrons, and when he comes to get them, I'll just kill off the Padawans, and then that way the resulting knights and stuff is going to be so much weaker. But fortunately for him, he's got like a prefab shelter that he's not built here, so you can see this. So the fighters coming across. I don't know if he's planning to like wall this out. This maybe was going to be like his original wall, maybe, since it's a lot more efficient. But the troopers put some pressure on, so my Mountie sentry posts get caught here. Unfortunately, it's not like the worst thing. I mean, I could have like maybe caught his air off that or something like that if I was paying a bit more attention. I think it really caught me off guard. Just didn't expect that to happen. Just the left one down here, probably moving back in a bit, but he gets that hollow. He's got his own turret here. He's actually out in the map now. Well, I'm out in the map, and oh, it doesn't see me here. I think I seen it with my Mountie here, who's just chilling at the holocron. I was moving him around in case he had to run away. But I have to run my workers ahead of time away from the Nova here. I got a couple of fighters in position, but the troopers can maybe tank some shots as well as we try and get our air back. And trying to catch his air, because I know this sort of the directions it's going. He's very good micro there, but not here. Because he flies into us, and we're going to catch them all. That should go down, I think. Bam. So we're feeling a bit better now, so we're straight on the counter attack, right? More holocrons to be grabbed. As our fighters come in here, he's still got a decent amount of fighters though. We get 2 for free there though. Not 3 for free, but 2 for free. I'm going to try and just bully the workers off the Nova, but it's not a huge impact for him when he's got all these holos. And the Mountie hunting this boy down. No. In hindsight, I probably should have just went and walled these holocrons. I could have grabbed them myself, I just didn't feel like it. They slow me down a bit too much. Not from the way I wanted to play anyway. So he gets killed at the holo. I think kind of idea is here that like when you have to make all these Jedi and stuff, and obviously I wanted to not have like a million knights running at my base, you know, when I'm trying to like T4. I thought if we kill off like Padawans, you try to grab holos and stuff, it'll slow you down for going for T4. I'm just building this turret here because I don't really want something like that happening again, because it's hard for me to see the units coming on the left hand side. A lot of fighters here. He's got a couple more than me. I think I've been slowing down a little bit. Just working on other things and thinking about T4. Yeah, just a bit of downtime. He's not let up on his air production though. We have. It's quite a lot considering we've killed off so many. I don't really have too many workers on Nova though. This is a bit more of a rubbish eco. 58 to 68 to 60. Pretty even, I guess, in the worker counts, but I think we could both have a lot more workers there. We're both slacking. These 3 troopers that he's got just waddling on through, try to get into our base and maybe kill off a worker or 2. We're off to T4, as is he. It's a very even game, really. T3s have been about the same, the T4s have been about the same. And for me, not having like hollows and stuff, I'm fine with that. These troopers just waddling through. Catch me unawares. No range or anything, just here to say hello. It's just like, what are you doing? What's this? Why are you doing this to me? Mind games. I think they would just try to get into the spot or something like that. On move command. Should have sent my 3 troopers to deal with them. We kind of like packed ourselves in a bit here. We do have some like nice Nova and some nice ore and stuff in here. There's like extra ore spawns as well on this map. There's a lot more ore and Nova down in like the south area. Yeah, it might come into play later. And yeah, I've just been really thinking about how I'm even gonna like win this as we, because I feel like we're just getting into a spot in the game where it just sucks for me. Well, I felt like the entire game's been playing like that just because he's Republic. You know, he's like walled off, he's grabbing hollows, and then it becomes air, and then it's like, oh, you could knight me, and then, you know, it's T4 wars, but then he's gonna have all the hollows, he's like got infinite air, and yeah. I was thinking maybe I could like make some troopers, anti-air troopers, and use them as a differential or something like that. I feel like maybe I could like just sit in a spot, make him feel defensive, and then maybe get a forward up or something, but we'll see how it pans out. He's kind of got the fortress here, this is not a good spot for it. Let's see his air here. Don't shields yet, but I just got them now, and I want to try and go take a trade. Try and catch it there. He's got shields now as well. Kind of forgot how even our attack times were. So I'd say let's trade, and even with my anti-air, it's not really going too well for me. Just got a better unit arc here, I think. The troopers have failed me. So I'm feeling pretty bad now. I don't have any sort of lead. I'm stuck turtling, he's got advanced turrets as well. I totally forgot about advanced turrets. Okay, oh, I do have them, alright. I'm just gonna get on my Nova workers here, that hurts. I've only got 2 fighters right now. Thank God I've got advanced turrets here. Yeah, we're gonna feel quite boxed in now. So, we've lost the map control. I would say he can get out in the map now and get like a forward up. Hasn't got this hollow out. Forgive my creaking chair, I'm just readjusting myself and preparing for the eternal late game. See a lot of workers going down here. 69 workers, nice. He's got 106, so we're really falling behind here. Just with all the turtling we're doing and the workers getting killed off by the air. It's feeling bad, man. Kind of building up some troopers just in case, like, masters. Try and get some war center upgrades as well, I think. Could use some more plus attack to deal with the Jedi. This guy's bold. The ghost of Kashyyyk right here. A lot of fighters. Both advanced, both got our armor. I don't think I got research tracking though. I don't know how much it matters with air, but yeah, it's what it took me ages to get that. I've just been like on a real tight budget, I'm afraid, for most of my tech. I'm in a bad time. I was gonna go get that holocron. I was trying to wall it, I missed it, but there's a bloody Rancor there. And I was like trying to kite the Rancor around and build the wall around the thing. You can see he's out in the map now. Gonna get a forward here. There's one hollow at least. I don't think he's ever seen it. Yeah, because if he knew about it, he'd be all over it, right? So he's only 4 hollows. I feel a bit better in that regard. I don't know about it either though. I think I just assumed he was just 5 hollows for ages. Getting all that sweet Nova. See, we're just sort of behind in every metric now. It's already 3,500 Nova. Damn. Got our air though, we've got our turrets, so it's just like troopers in air, so I don't feel like I'm gonna die just yet. I figure if I hold strong with turrets and my fighters, I can disregard his air and then I can try and use my fighters to kill off troopers that come too close. I've got some of my own troopers as well, but a few of them are just, they're too eager. They've got the bloodlust running to their deaths there. I think I was missing 1 range for ages as well. I've only been using these 2 trooper centers that I had earlier. You know, everything's just pure poverty. You got the cannon, the shield. I can't really touch the cannon because he's got his own turret. I build a fortress sort of way away from the cannon. That turret's gonna die. I don't really know why I'm repairing. I think I try and go and snipe it. It just dies though. I did get the cannon though, I feel a little bit better. Before he can react. And even if he has more fighters, he won't take the trade, right? Because I've got turret and fortress here. The eco is still a bit grim. It's that range kicking in, man. That 4+3 versus the 4+4. We've both not quite got all the damage yet. He's got ahead of me in the armor though. I don't have my command center thing upgrade yet. But again, I haven't really made these to fight troopers. Not at the moment anyway. They're just there in case like Jedi run in. I don't want Jedi stealing my turrets. So that's my biggest like fear. Is losing my turrets to Jedi. Because then I can't like deal with like infinite air. I can't get into like an air on air war. Because I can't reinforce it at the same rate. It's like we try to use cannons back, but they're gonna get converted just every time. It's almost 100%. It's like I can maybe get some artillery out, but again, they can be converted as well. So we really have to play things slow here. See, we've got like a lot of anti-air turrets. And the anti-air turrets are there so that I could put my air here and trade. You see, he's trying to get a turret up. So what I do is I just grab a couple of fighters and I just click them on the markers. It's harder to see than the entire control group coming at you. So I can't touch the cannons though, so my shield's gonna go down. And just try to like boom a little bit as well behind this, get more workers and get my tech up for my troopers. Yeah, the AC is going to be nice because since we built all these turrets, I can use the AC, I can shoot and I'm going to get a big shot here. Bam. Feeling a lot better after that. It's a lot of troopers going down. Won't take long for them to be rebuilt though, being Republic, but gives us a bit of breathing room here. And I can use the ACs to maybe try and kill the cannons. It's like the only thing I've got as a solution for killing off these cannons. And another nice shot there. I think we might lose the fortress. It's just two cannons just constantly shooting at it. And it's going to take a while for me to kill these off on AC. But we're repairing it, and he seems to be maybe pulling them back here. He doesn't like the AC shooting at them. He wants to kill the air cruiser. And we repaired it back to full health. Again, with the shields, it takes blooming ages to kill these. And air coming towards us here. We're gonna patrol in, pull back. And, you know, I've got like 4 anti-air turrets here. The ACs do survive. We get a bit more breathing room again. We can start attacking ground here. And just try and kill off these cannons. To be fair, I could probably go with my fighters right now. Not paying attention here, I need to repair this. I think there's too many cannons hitting this. It's going to go down. It's unfortunate. Big mistake from us there to lose the fortress. I really needed that, and you know, if I got more ACs I'd feel a lot better. Since they're very good against all these units, because they can't be converted. Bet we do kill off those cannons, so that's a lot of breathing room for us, right? Because there's only one fortress, you've got to build them one at a time. Killed off all the troops, really. And yeah, he's probably having a bit of a thought. What do I do now? He's got a lot of fighters here. Probably have more workers on Nova. It's just all this Nova's down here. He's not really grabbed it up as such. Does have his hollows though. 4 hollows taken away. And air running around here. We start throwing out the artillery now. Because we've had enough time to sort of get our eco going to be able to afford it. Still don't have that +1 range. I think I forgot that for a good while until I noticed what was going on in my trooper trades. Artillery getting converted. See, this would have been so much easier if I didn't lose this fortress. I could actually have some cannons sitting here just hitting the fort, but I lost it. These workers are still like, they're just unlocked. They're waiting to repair it, but it's gone. It's gone now. Children, please go and do something else. It's gone, child. It's gone. Our eco is not doing too well. We've been very busy microing these units. But we're trying. This is my big brain plan, right? I'm gonna make turrets and I'm gonna wall them so they can't be converted. And we're just gonna boom down the way into all of this. I'm not too worried about walling these as of yet, just because I've got units here and troopers and stuff. It's a big deterrence. We're just attacking ground to try to kill off this fortress. But yeah, we're gonna slowly expand down because we're gonna run out of carbon eventually, and Nova's the biggest issue. Because I'm against someone who's got Nova all the time, regardless of what's going on. I wasn't paying attention to this. I wondered where this guy went. Yeah. These 11 range troopers are on it. I think he managed to get both of them. I think I just assumed these would all die. But it does die. It's a dam. I remember I don't have a fortress to rebuild them anymore. Feeling bad. This might be when I realise that, like, why am I losing these trades? Still waiting for that range. I don't have that upgrade yet either for the Wookiee health. Do have the artillery to try and kill off the troopers. There's just so much here. Now that the ACs are dead, he just feels he can throw the troopers in. He's using the Jedi support, converting the things like the artillery, and you know, they're distracting, taking fire, and then the troopers can do a bit better. But we can use the air to sort of kill off a lot of these. The air is really good against troopers. And we've still got our turrets at the moment. I'm gonna kill off this cannon because, you know, I don't want to lose my shield. I don't want to lose my turrets. Get more artillery out, but you know, it's getting blown up there. Still not got my upgrades yet. Could definitely use some more troop centers. Gonna get another fortress. It's much safer over here. I don't really want to use it to defend. I just want the units it builds. I haven't got the creation upgrade yet either. I want that. So I can make troopers a bit quicker against these Republic troopers. If I can get all my upgrades, my troopers are going to be so much better than the Republic ones. But again, you can see our eco right now. We don't even have any Nova. Like, we ate all our Nova here. But there's Nova up here. There's some Nova down here and stuff. I think I've just been selling res at the spaceport. The Jedi are getting bolder and bolder. Oh, that's me finally getting the range now. That was haunting me for a while. Haven't got the trooper health yet. The air just stalling for as long as I can. But we're grabbing up all this ore. The ore is going to feel nice, right? We're going to get some more troop centers down here. I'm going to create a little front here as well, so I can try and flank this position. But if I can hold this, then I can realistically grab this and get this Nova. You can see he's on this Nova down here. I didn't realise there's so much up here. He's a little bit tunneled on this location, so he could maybe sneak up here as well, get the res. Cannon gonna kill off the shield. Feels bad. See the anti-air troopers and the Jedi and the troopers that are really doing really well against this comp just now. There we go, we're finally getting self-regeneration. Just gonna make these guys so much tankier. And see, as my unit counts have dwindled, I've been really anxious to wall off my turrets here. See, he doesn't want to run in though, because the troopers will kill off his Jedi. He's just either gonna use the cannons to kill off the turrets or... My fighter count has really gotten low now. He's got tons of fighters. He's got these anti-air troopers that I can't really contest. They're stopping me holding with just fighters, so I need to use the troopers now. But fortunately, I've got my upgrades now, so my troopers are going to do really well for me, providing I can just get a lot of them out right. And we're still building our eco, adding on a lot of farms here, because if you look at my economy right now, I've got 5,000 carbon and just no food. See, some of my fighters are just like, the homing shots from the anti-air troopers are going past them as soon as they come out of the air bases. It's getting really far into our base now. a lot of trooper on trooper action, but what you got to bear in mind is the Wookiees have much better armor, or at least they should. I don't know if I've got. I don't think I've got my upgrade yet. No, I'm getting it now. Heavy armor, but they got that extra health as well, so they have the 30 extra HP, and I think they do have a sort of regen mechanic as well, since the tech's called self regeneration. So really strong troopers from the Wookiees. And though you can say Republic's hit its stride a lot earlier, especially with the hollows and stuff, and just the way that that game's gone for us, these troopers are so solid, and we can really rely on them here. I think you kind of need to get like heavy strike mechs or something just to mix in with these troopers to kill these off so like much quicker. Can never really touch the cannons though. Lose our fortress. We try to create like a flank now, since I've got a lot of troopers here. And it just kind of feels like we can't have shields, but he can because of the cannons. And if like we had cannons to kill his shields, then Jedi just take them away. So we have to really just rely on the health and the armor difference. You can see the armor difference now. That 1+6. Strong boys. Gotta rely on these strong Wookiees just to hold the front line for us, even if there's no shield for them to double their health. But, you know, they'll just be the sort of similar health almost. He has a bit, like 10 more HP, I guess. He does have like the shield upgrades, I think, because like the regen on these blooming shields was nuts. I don't know, like when I was shooting cannons with them, it looked like the shield health just come back up. It's ridiculous. I don't know if that's just the way shields work in general, or if he did have the upgrades, but it felt like he might have. We would love to have fighters again. But again, we just don't really have Nova, right? We've just been spaceporting for Nova. We just started grabbing this now, I think. This is fresh. Fresh Nova. This is not paying too much of attention on the sides. Really distracted by this big all-out fight at the carbon here. And I think I'm just killing off some of the carbon so my units can advance forward using the attack ground feature on the artillery. There's plenty of carbon on the map, I don't care about that. I just want my units to come forward when they start killing things off here and try and get these cannons killed. It's like, as soon as I make artillery though, he's just going to go and convert them. He wasn't liking that. He ran away. A lot of troopers shooting at him. He's got his AC now. I don't really have any air to deal with the AC at the moment. It's looking pretty bleak. We're up to 130 workers now. About even with him, so we've fixed our eco. We just don't have 4 hollows. A lot of troopers here doing the business for us. Trying to get up to these cannons and kill them off. And, oh, well, I guess that's the end of the video. No, I'm joking, we did restore the game, don't worry about it. Just need to go in the next one. So, restore from here. I completely forgot about these, obviously, it was a bad time for me. He'd sent his to go and deal with them. So my very precious fighters are dying there. At least I do have this Nova income coming in, so I can rebuild them a little bit. There's not really much else for me to build. Artillery gets stolen, I don't have a fortress at the moment. Oh, I did make this one now. I want another AC, for sure. Just really helps. Especially when he's got an AC. I'd rather have my own AC as well, so I'm not just eternally getting pushed back. And Fighter's just doing some damage for us here, because there's not really any anti-air as such. I don't know what happened to his air. I think he just lost it in that trade over the cannons, because of the turret. So he's converting the troopers, converting the artillery. Maybe converting the fighters as well. But we're getting somewhere. I think he just kind of needs to get like some mechs in here that'll help. I will make grenadiers against it, but I think they have like a higher DPS, right, to deal with this higher health and armor on the Wookiee troopers. The Republic do get heavy strike mechs. They're starting to come in now. I think that DPS is just kind of needed. Because the Republic troopers are they're not really getting anywhere. But they're good if you get like an upper hand and you just really need to push the effect. You can get so many troopers out quickly. Killing a cannon feels great. Losing all our fighters though. Got our AC. The shields are climbing up. Getting some more yummy ore. One of my workers just died to a reek. Try to wall this out. Feels bad, man. See, the strike's doing really well. They got all that armor and just great DPS against troopers. I think right now I'm having a bit of a carbon crisis, as you can see. Because this is sort of mined out. I think I've just been I've been doing a lot of macro right now. So you can see my production sort of slipped a bit. I had a cannon, it got stolen. But to be fair, he's not got much right now either. He's probably doing the same thing. You can see all these workers have just started building carbon processors. He's had to move around because look, he's eating all this. He's funneled a lot of troopers at me. He's actually kind of at a risk of sort of mining out here. These cliffs are proving, you know, they were great for walling, but they're giving him a bit of grief right now because he needs to traverse them in some way to get all those resources. I'm getting some grenadiers out. Try and deal with these strike mechs. And there's AC coming forward. You can see it. It's like impending doom. Rip. Oh, going up the Nova now though. So he's eating all that one. Now he's eating this one. I'm gonna grab this one though. Oh, I've seen the restore as names vanish from the score line. I've still been munching this. I found this hollow up here and I'm like, I'm gonna have a hollow. I'm just gonna have one hollow, just a little hollow. It's gonna be mine. Unpowered. I'll get it eventually. Assault mech's coming in. Feels bad. I can't make assault mechs. I can make grens though. I trust the grenadiers to do the business for me. And I think, I'm gonna try and just grab this area up with my heavy wall. I think I'm getting shield wall eventually. I'm just gonna wall. I'm gonna make turrets in places, and I'm just gonna wall them, right? Now they can't be stolen. You can't throw air over here, really, and then I can try and get some troop centers and stuff down just to hold the spots. Because it's just like the same sort of forward as this, right? This area. But we have fallen behind a little bit because of that carbon crisis. You can see I'm running workers over here. Got trust in the Wookiee HP. And Brat running a lot of workers around here as well. And he kind of needs this carbon, right? Because this is going to mine it. Look how many idle. Anxiously try to delete that guy. Like, get out of the way. I'm not losing this turret. And building things up here. Blimmin' built a turret and killed the AC. I wasn't paying attention. Probably distracted with this. Using the Grants and the assault mechs here. They're nice though. I like the Grants. Another the AC coming forward, gonna take some shots maybe. Needs to watch the turret. Rip. Killed 2 of his guys and 1 of mine. Good shot. And now that we've got these troop centers up, we can get his kill off his workers here. And we conquer this lands. In the name of the Wookiee Empire. Get up this aura as well. We've got that hollow now. We're feeling good. We just sort of snuck around the edges here. Expanded our eco. Got a lot of Grens here. Troopers tanking. And the mech's kind of expensive on the carbon. They're probably better value than the troopers at this point though. The strike's coming in here. I'll probably just make some grenadiers. Yeah. To try and kill them off. No, there's still that carbon here. We'll warp this up. I'm just making like little areas for these turrets, forward areas, just so I can try and protect my economy if he tries to knock me off of it. Because it's a lot easier to defend it that way than try to run my units up through here, through an air cruiser and stuff. Just build it where it's needed. That AC shot. Can't do much about it, I just gotta accept the AC shots. I'm gonna bring these guys over from here now that this is safely ours. We've got a command center in case there's like a big air wave, can garrison the workers. And I can just make more workers there as well. Increase the Nova income. No more AC shots. Takes so long to kill. There's all the Grans. Start throwing some anti-air troopers, kill off that air cruiser now. We're starting to push him from the 2 sides. And I think that lack of carbon's really kicking in, because look at the state of these guys. Could maybe be eating this a little bit better, but I think attrition's really kicking in there. Could buy carbon, I suppose, the Nova from the hollows, but it's maybe a lot of what he's been doing. Because this is all very carbon heavy. And this is going to cause some huge problems, I think, when I walk into the base here and get onto the farms and stuff. Need to defend with like fighters, I suppose. I can always retreat back. Oh, I missed a wall there. That's not good. You could convert it here. Don't tell him. So opposed to killing off the shields. Just always fighting at the shields. But yeah, the troopers are going to sneak in here and see how quickly they kill off the workers. And we've got made some fighters just to hold this push a bit. Some Jedi running down here. Not much for them to do though. They could maybe take the power cores away, I suppose. Can't get my turrets though. Making a sentry post here. And yeah, he's called GG. We were on voice comms. It's not like he's been salty or anything. He said GG to me. And yeah, we just managed to survive long enough and grab up the res that's down here, up here. And yeah, the Wookiee troopers are just so much better than the Republic ones. So they managed to really do some work for us there. But it was a good game. It was a really fun game. It was a really intense game. It felt good to play. A lot of fun doing that. And I hope you've enjoyed watching that. If you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're not, if you want to see more games like this. If you want to get involved with our GBG community, join in like tournaments and stuff, or just find out when people are playing online on Vuble, you can join the GBG Discord. You'll find the Discord link down below in the description. And if you want to support the channel in another way, maybe buy me a coffee, you'll find a PayPal link where you could donate money towards that if you feel inclined. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.